Good day, my scholars. This is my school channel and my name is Abiola. In this video lesson, we are going to be solving the JAMB CBT past question for the subject Mathematics, the year 2021. Do not go anywhere, stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school YouTube channel. Right there, we're going to tackle questions 15 to 27. So let's start with question 15. Three brothers in a business deal share the profits at the end of a contract. The first received 1/3 or 1/3 of the profits, and the second received 2/3 of the remainder. If the third received the remaining 12,000 naira, so how much profit did they share? All right, very easy. So we just have to pull out the given data. So at first we are told the first rather got 1/3 of the profits. So 1/3 of profits P, right? That is 1/3 times P. That is P/3. That's very nice. So after the first took 1/3 of the profits, what should be remaining now will be the profits, right, minus what the first has taken. So the first has taken this, isn't it? That is the profit, total profit minus this. So the LCM here should be 3, isn't it? 1 in 3, that is 3. 3 times P, I have 3P minus 3 in 3, that is 1. 1 times P, that is still P or 1P. Okay, so we have 3P minus 1P, just like saying 3 naira minus 1 naira, that is 2 naira. So I have 2P/3. So this is what is remaining after the first has taken his own share of the profits. Okay, so this is the remainder R. All right, so that's for the first. Okay, so we are told that the second to third of the remainder. So this is the remainder. So the second will now be 2/3 of the remainder. 2/3 of the remainder of this, 2P/3. Of means times. Okay, we can take it that way. All right, so I have this available. So 2 times 2P, I have 4P, right? 3 times 3, that is 9. So this is what the second got, isn't it? So let's see how much is left after the second, right, has taken his own share. Okay, so we have, so that will be the remainder minus what the second has taken, right? So that will be 2P/3 minus what the second has taken, right, over 9. So the LCM here is 9. 3 in 9, that is 3, times 2, that is 6P, minus 9 in 9, that is 1, times 4P, that is 4P. So I have 5P, right, over 9. Sorry, not 59. That is 5P. Pardon, please. 5P/9. Okay, beautiful. So this is what we have left. Oh, sorry, 6P minus 4P. That is 2P. Okay, 2P. All right, that's very correct. So we have 2P/9. Okay, so this is what is left for the third person. All right, so this is what the first person took, right? After taking his own share, we are left with this. Then the second actually collected his own share. That is 2/3 of what was left, and we got this. All right, so after the second has taken his own share, right, we have to see what is remaining from the main remainder. All right, this is what the third person is getting. So for the third person now, so the third will now be this, right? So we are now told that the third person actually got 12,000 naira. So that will be 12,000 naira, right, equals 2P/9. This is what he should have gotten as his own share. Okay, so what can I do? I cross multiply. So I have 9 times 12,000, right, equals 2p. So dividing both sides by 2. So 2 here 1, right? 2 here 6,000. So 6,000 times 9,000, that is 54,000 naira. So the total profits that the three brothers shared, 54,000 naira. So let's see if we have 54,000. If that is naira, I think the currency there is naira. So we have 54,000 naira. Option B is very correct. 16. P and Q are the two ends of the diameter of a given circle. Calculate the radius. Okay, how do we do this? Distance between 2 points. You just find the length of a line segment, right, connecting these 2 points P and Q. So we can use PQ square, right, equals x2 minus x1 raised to power 2 plus y2 minus y1 raised to power 2. So we can identify our points x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so we can slot in the values, or you can even say that this square becomes square root to the right hand side. So let's proceed. We have PQ square equals x2 minus x1. This is x2, this is 6, right? Minus x1 is minus 6. Okay, please let's take note of the signs. Right, then we have y2, that is 6, minus y1, that is 1 raised to power 2. So I should have minus times minus, that is plus. So 6 plus 6, that is 12 raised to power 2. Added to 6 minus 1, that is 5 raised to power 2. So 12 raised to power 2, that is 12 times 12, that is 144. Plus 5 raised to power 2, that is 5 times 5, that's 25. So if I add this together, I should give me 169. So PQ square equals 169. I can square root both sides to remove the square, right? So PQ will be the square root of 169, and that is 13. Right, but we are told this is diameter. So remember that diameter, right, equals 2 of radius, isn't it? So we have gotten our diameter as 13. We are looking for radius. So that will be 13 equals 2r. What do we do? Divide both sides by 2. So this is 6.5. So the radius should be 6.5 units. Okay, we should have stopped here, but this solution or this data was given in diameter. So we have to bring it down to radius. Okay, 6.5 units. So let's go back to the screen. Okay, so we find that in option A. So option A is the correct option. 17. The angle of a sector of a circle, radius 10.5 centimeter, is 48 degrees. All right, so calculate the perimeter of the sector. So we can take perimeter of the sector to be, okay, 2 of the radius, right, plus L, isn't it? So L is length of an arc, and we know that length of an arc equals theta over 360, right, times 2 pi r. Okay, so the angle given is 48 degrees, so I have 48 over 360 degrees, right, times 2. I can take my pi as 22 over 7, right, 22 over 7 times the radius there is 10.5, 10.5, or I can say 21 over 2, isn't it? Okay, this is just to enable me work, okay, in fraction. All right, so I have 2, here it's gone. Right, I have I can put 6, or I can say 12. Okay, 12 right here, that is 4. 12 right here, that is 30. Right, yeah, very correct. I can say 2, right, 2 here, 2 here, 15. Okay, then I can still say 7 here, 1, 7 here, 3, 3 here, 1, 3 here, 5. So basically, I have 2 times 22, I have 48, right? I have 44, rather, 2 times 20, that is 44 over 5. Okay, so this is the length of my arc, 44/5, then this. Okay, so I have this. I have 2 into bracket, the radius is 10.5, or still 21/2, right? Plus 44/5. Okay, so this should be 2 cancels 2, so I have 21, right? Plus 44/5. 44/5, that should be about 8.8. Yes, 8.8. So that is 21 plus 8.8, right? Because 5 in 40, right? That is 5 in 44. That will go 8 times, right? Remaining 4. 8 remaining 4, right? So 4/5 is actually 0.888. So that is how I got about this. So I have 21 plus 8.8. That is 29.8. So 29.8. Let's go back to the screen. Very well, 29.8 centimeter. Option D. So option D is good to go. Question 18. Find the length of a side of a rhombus whose diagonals are 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter. So we have a rough sketch. Okay, this is not drawn to scale. It's just functional for this question. So we have from here to here. Okay, so let's just label this A, B, C, D. Okay, so the diagonal B to D, let me just call it the 8 centimeter, right? Diagonal A to C, let me call it the 6 centimeter, right? So we can see that these diagonals, they actually bisect each other at 90 degrees. So you can see our angle 90 right here. So recall that the diagonals of a rhombus, they bisect each other at 90 degrees. So this is under 90, this is under 90, this is under 90. Okay, so let's work with this. So we can identify this side. So we see the diagonal B to D. The full length is actually 8 centimeter, but here is the middle, right? So that means from here to here is 4 centimeter. Then from here to here is as well 4 centimeter. Okay, AC, the diagonal length is what, 6 centimeter. So from here to here is 3 centimeter. Then here to here is as well 3 centimeter. So if we are going to pick just one right angle, you can see that we have at least 4 right angles here. We have 4 right angles here to be precise, right? We have this that is formed, we have this that is formed, we have this that is formed this way. You can see it's the right angle. Then we also have this as well. Okay, so let's just pick this. So let's put this out and work with that. So right here we have we can identify this as our adjacent, right? Then we can call this our hypotenuse, right? Then we have this as our opposites. Okay, so we can decide to work with this. So doing this now, we can just come to the formula of the Pythagoras theorem, which is actually hypotenuse square plus your opposite square, right, plus adjacent square. So your hypotenuse square, okay, which is side AB, right, or yes, side AB square, equals opposite square, that is, I'm taking that as 4 square, right, plus my adjacent square, I'm taking that as 3 square, right? So that is 4 square, that is 16, 3 square, 3 times 3, that is 9. So 16 plus 9, that is 25. So AB square, right, equals square root of what? Of 25, right? So square root of 25, that is actually 5. So AB equals 5 centimeters. So if side AB is actually 5 centimeters, remember that the sides, okay, of a rhombus, right, it has equal sides. The sides, they have equal length. All right, so if this is 5 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters, this is 5 centimeters, you can see the indication or the indicator, right? So the length of the side, according to the question, is 5 centimeters. So let's go back to the screen. So the length of the side of a rhombus right here, based on these diagonals, we have 5 centimeters. So option B is the correct option. Getting prepared for your external exams has become easier. All you just need to do is to click on the link in the description below. This is going to make you travel to the Myschool website. Right there you get to download the Myschool mobile app for your Android devices, or you can get the Myschool software, okay, for your laptops, for your computers, and what have you. So join me as we solve question 19. Each of the interior angles of a regular polygon is 140 degrees. Okay, so how many sides has the polygon? All right, so for each of the interior angles of a regular polygon, this is the formula we're going to use. And we are told that this each of them is actually 140 degrees. So we want to know what kind of polygon, right, as one of its interior angles as 140 degrees. So what can I do? I cross multiply. So I have this. So I have 180 into brackets n minus 2 equals 140 n. Okay, let me just neglect the degrees and walk along. So 180 times n, I have 180 n minus 180 times minus 2, that is 360, then 140 n. So n has to meet n, collecting like terms. So I have 180 n minus 140 n equals plus 360 as it moves outside, right? So 180 n minus 140 n, all right, that should give me 180 minus 0 minus 0, I have 0, it's minus 4, I have 4, I have 1 minus 1, that's 0. So I have 40n equals 360 degrees, isn't it? So dividing both sides by 40, of course you can use another formula, all right, but I'm just sticking with this. Okay, I have 9. So the number of sides for this polygon, 9 sides. So what polygon has 9 sides? That should be a nonagon. So a nonagon has 9 sides. So number of sides, that is 9, and that kind of polygon is referred to as a nonagon. So let's see if we have 9. Very well, we have that with option A. So option A, good to go. Do not forget to encourage us by hitting that like button. Also, click on the subscribe button and always tap on bell notification for you to get alert immediately we upload the next video. 20. A cylinder pipe made of metal is 3 cm thick. If the internal radius of the pipe is 10 cm, find the volume of the metal used in making 3 meters of the pipe. 3 meters centimeter. Okay, so we're just going to record our volume of the cylinder V equals pi r square h. So I'm going to take the height to be this 3 meters, all right, but we are working in centimeter, right? So we have to convert the height here, which is 3 meters, to centimeter, right? So that will be 3 times 100, isn't it? And that, of course, is 300 centimeter. Okay, so we can see the radius. So we are already told that the internal radius is actually 10 centimeter. Now, if you look at the question carefully, a cylinder pipe made of metal is 3 centimeter thick. If the internal radius, so there is already an internal radius of 10 centimeter, and there's now an external thickness, okay, of about, or external or additional thickness of 3 centimeter. So that will be, for the external radius, that will be 3 centimeter, right, plus the 10 centimeter that is already inside. So the external will be 3 plus 10, isn't it? Radius will be 3, right, plus 10. And that is 13 centimeter. So let's just work it this way. I want to make this very short, okay? There are more explanatory steps on the Myschool website. Okay, so I have the volume will be equals to pi, right, times the radius squared. So we have the internal radius and the external radius. So external radius is actually 13 square, isn't it? Minus the internal radius, which is 10 square, right, times what I take to be our height, which is 3 meters or 300 centimeter. So that should be 13 squared, that is 169, isn't it? 13 times 13. Then 10 squared, that is 100. So 169 minus 100, that is 69. Okay, so that will be pi times 69 times 300. So pi times 69 times 300. So this should give me 69 times 3, that is 207, then the 2 zeros. So then I have the volume equals 207, right? Okay, sorry, 20,700. Then we have the pi, because we're not supplied with the value of pi, and there's no regard to assume that pi should be 22/7 or 3.14, whatever. So I can just introduce my pi again into the options. Then remember the unit for volume, that is cube. So I have 20700 or 20,700 pi centimeter cube. So let's go back to the screen. So Okay, so this would have tricked some because attention was not paid to this meters, not centimeters, so we have to bring. So because of this conversion, we have 2 extra zeros. So option D is the valid option. Question 21. The locus of a point which moves so that it is equidistant from 2 intersecting straight lines is the bisector of the angles, okay, between those 2 lines. So basically this is what we can point to, the angle bisector of the 2 lines, okay, is the bisector of the angles between those 2 lines. Okay, some refer to this as the theorem 5 when it comes to locus. So option B is very correct. 22. 4, 16, 30, 20, 10, 14, and 26 are represented on a pie chart. Find the sum of angles of the bisectors representing all numbers equals to or equal to or greater than 16. So that means we are starting from 16 itself, right? Then beyond. So at first we have to sum up all of these values. So I have 4 plus 16, right, plus 30 plus 20, I guess plus 10 plus 14 plus 14, then plus 26. So let's add up. 4 plus this is 20, 20 plus 30, 50 plus this, that's 70, 80, right? So I have 26 plus 14, that should be 40. So 80 plus 40, that should be 120. So I have all of this as 120. Okay, so let's look at the angles, right? Equal to or greater than 16. So that means we start from 16 itself. So we have 16 added to which one else? Okay, I think 30 is greater than 16, right? 20 as well. Then who else? I think then 26. So let's add this up. So I have 30 plus 20, that's actually 50, right? I have 50 for these 2. 26 plus 16, that should be 42. So 42 plus 50, that is 92. Okay, so angles equal to or greater than 16 should now be, I have 92. So that will be 92, right? Over the total 120 multiplied by 360 degrees, right? Over 1, so 0 cancels 0. We have 12 here 1, we have 12 here 3. 3 times 92, that is actually 276. Okay, so let's go back to the screen and see if we have 276 provided in the options. Okay, option D. So option D is good to go. 23. The mean of 10 positive numbers, 16, right? So when another number is added, the mean becomes 18. So find the 11th number. Okay, so the mean of 10 positive numbers. So they are not negative, all right? 10 positive numbers. So their mean, okay, remember that mean is actually the sum of these numbers, and we are told they are 10 in number, right? Equals 16. Okay, so that will be n equals 16 times 10. That is actually 160. So the sum of all these numbers, that's 160. All right, 10 numbers, their sum is 160. So we are now told that when another number is added, so you're adding another number to it, right? When another number is added, the mean becomes 18. So if we are going to do that, we already know that, okay, for these 10 numbers, their mean is actually what? 160. So we had that to the 11th number, right? Initially, this sum was for 10 numbers. Okay, right now it has become 11. So over 11 numbers, right, equals 18. So when we cross multiply, I should have 160 plus the 11th number equals 18 times 11, that is 198. So I can subtract 160 from both sides, or I can just send 160 to the other side. So I have the 11th number is actually 198 minus 160, and that should give me 38. So the 11th number is actually 38. So you can try that out, and you see it's going to give you 18. So if you say 160 plus 38 divided by 11 should give you this. So the 11th number is 38. So let's go back to the screen. Yeah, we have that. Option C. So option C is super correct. 24. Two numbers are removed at random from the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers removed is even? Okay, so we have two scenarios right here. Okay, we have to be very considerate. Okay, so the question is not specific. All right, so we are not told if the repeated sums are allowed or not. Okay, so we just have to work with the possible solutions that we can offer. Okay, so let's look at a scenario whereby, okay, we allow repeated. Okay, there's repetition, right? So I can have 1, 1, right? I have 1, 2, I have 1, 3, I have 1, 4. So I have 1, 1, right? I have 1, 2. So I can have 1, 2 and 2, 1. We see that, right? I can have 1, 3 and 3, 1. I can have 1, 4 and 4, 1. I can have 2, 4 and 4, 2. Okay, so that's a scenario for repetition. So let's see the total possible outcomes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have 16 possible outcomes. So the question requires that what is the probability that the sum of these numbers, okay, removed is even? The sum that is even. Okay, sums that are even, if you want to put it that way. So we have this is 1, right? This is 2, 1 plus 3, that is 4. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8. Okay, the possible combos that will amount to even, that is 8. So 8 here 1, 8 here 2. So based on this condition, we can take our solution as 1 over 2. Right, so let's consider other scenarios whereby repeated sums or repetition is not allowed. Okay, so you are not allowed to repeat 1, 2, then you say 2, 1. Once you have the combo, you don't have to change positions. Okay, this is what I mean. So without repeated arrangement, that would be, I can have 1, 2, right? I can have 1, 3. Okay, I can bring it down to avoid mix-up. Okay, so I have 1, 2, right? I have 1, 3, right? I have 1, 4. Okay, then I can have 2, 3, right? I can have 2, 4, right? Then what else can I have? I can have 3, 4, and nothing more. So if you look at this setup, there are no repetitions. Okay, so 1, 2, there's no 2, 1. All right, 1, 3, there's no 3, 1. 1, 4, there's no 4, 1. Okay, so we see that. So how many possible outcomes do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possible outcomes. Right, so the question is that what is the probability that the sum of the numbers removed is even? So which of these combos, okay, which of them, from this combo, can we get even? Okay, an even number. All right, so let's look at the combo that can give us even. This amounts to odd, right? 1 plus 2, that's 3. 1 plus 3, that is 4. So this amounts to even. So this is very correct. 1 plus 4, that is 5, odd. 2 plus 3, that is 5, odd. 2 plus 4, that is 6, that is even. Let's consider the last one. 3 plus 4, that is 7. So it's a no-no, right? Okay, so let's see the combo. You know, there are no repetitions allowed. So let's see the combo of odd numbers, right, that will amount to even results. Okay, so that combo is just one of it. So that is 1 over the total outcome. So just purely odd numbers coming together to give us an even result. That is just 1 out of the 6 number availables. Okay, or a combo whereby we have purely even numbers to give us an even result. Okay, so that is just 1 out of 6 as well. So that will be 1 over 6, all means plus, right? Plus 1 over 6. That is basically 1 plus 1, that is 2 over 6. Or 2 here 1, I have 1 over 3. So based on the conditions that we are considering, right? We can have 1 over 2 or 1 over 3. So there is no specification from the question. So let's just go back to the screen and see if we have 1 over 2, 1 over 3, and choose the best possible solution. Okay, so like I said, this is ambiguous, this is complex. So we have 1 over 2, we have 1 over 3. So depending on the next question you are going to encounter probably in your JAMB questions or your various exams. So just watch out for the conditions, like repetitions allowed, repetition is not allowed. Then you know the kind of solution you should go for. So right now, the options remain open between B and C. Do not forget that you can ask your questions right now. How do you go about that? Very easy. Okay, just click on the link in the description below. It's going to take you to the Myschool website. Right there, you get to ask your questions, and our solution providers are going to help you out within a moment. So we have question 25. Find the probability that a number selected as random from 41 to 56 is a multiple of 9. Okay, so we can just do that from here. It's a multiple, not multiply of 9. Okay, so we have, at first, let's list out the numbers. How many numbers do we have between 41 to 56? So let's do that together. I have 41 itself, right? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We are going to 56. So already we have 10 numbers, right? 50. Then we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So we have 16 numbers, okay? Starting from 41 down to 46. So find the probability that a number selected as random from 41 to 56. So we have 16 numbers, right? So that number is going to be a multiple of 9. So what are the multiples of 9? So we have 9 itself, we have 18, we have 27, right? We have 36, then we have 45 and 54. Right, 45, 54. The next should be 63, but we don't have 63 from 49 to 56. So the two we have there, they are 45 and 54. So the multiples of 9, they are going to be just 2 out of the 16. So 2 out of 16 is just 2 over 16. That is 1 over 8. 2 out of 16 or 1 over 8. So we can see that the multiple of 9 is found in option A, 1 over 8. Going through our video clips or the Myschool website, you may have contributions or suggestions you'd like to make. Please, we are so much attentive. All you need to do is to use the comment section below. Kindly indicate the question number and the contributions you'd like to make. 26. Musa borrows 10 naira at 2% per month. Okay? For simple interest, and repays 8 naira after 4 months. So how much does it still owe? So we can just calculate the simple interest right for those 4 months. So we have I equals P RT over 100. Right. So the principal that he borrowed, that's actually 10. The rate is actually 2% per month, right? Then we have 4 months, isn't it? Okay, 0 strikes out 0. 2 times 4, that is 8 over 10. So 8 over 10, that's actually 0.8. Okay, so the interest for those 4 months, 0.8. So if you had that 10 naira to the principal plus the interest on it, right, that is 10.8. So for these 4 months, we're having 10.8, right, based on the simple interest for 4 months. We are now told that he paid 8 naira. So that will be 10.8 minus 8.0 or 00. Okay, so that should just give us 2.8. Okay, so this is what is left. Okay, paying 8 naira at the 4 months. Okay, so he's left with 2.8 naira. So let's go back to the screen to select 2.80. Okay, so option C is very valid. 27. Simplify 2 log 2 over 5 minus log 72 over 1 to 5 plus log 9. Alright, so remember that when you are dealing with logarithm, this means divide, this means times. Alright, so in case you want to have a deeper knowledge, okay, concerning the concepts or the topic logarithm, alright, so we've actually did a wonderful video lesson, okay, regarding the topic logarithm, indices, and the likes. All you just need to do is to click on the link in the description below. This is going to get you to travel to the Myschool website, okay. Right there, you get to join the video subscription for mathematics. So right there, you have access to the video lesson for the topic logarithm. So let's solve this question. Right here, this 2 can come back here as raised to power, right? So I have log 2 over 5 raised to power 2, right, minus log 72 over 125, right, plus log 9. So this is 2 over 5 raised to power 2 means 2 over 5 times 2 over 5. That is actually 4 over 25. So I have log 4 over 25, right, minus log 72 over 125, right, I have plus log 9. So I'll just change this to divide, change this to times. Okay, so that will be, just pick a single log, that's 4 over 25, right, divided by 72 over 125, right, then times 9 over 1. So we just have to do the multiplicative inverse of this, or just switch position to be more simplistic, right, regarding the explanation. So that will be times 125, right, over 72. So 25 here 1, 25 here 5, yeah. So I have 9 here 1, right, 9 here 8, right. I have 4 here 1, I have 4 here 2. Okay, so basically I should have log 5 over 2. 5 over 2, isn't it? So that can actually imply log 5, right, minus log 2. I can still break that down. Okay, I have log 5, right, minus log 2. Okay, hence log 5 is actually log 10, right, divided by 2. Then I still have this one right here. Okay, so I should have log 10, right, minus log 2 minus log 2. So I know that log 10 in base 10, that's actually 1. So I have 1 minus, log 2 minus log 2 minus log 2. That means, or I can say minus 1 log 2 minus 1 log 2. Just take your log 2 as naira. So I say minus 1 naira minus 1 naira. That is minus 2 naira. Okay, that is minus 2 log 2. Okay, so I can have it as 1 minus 2 log 2 or 1 minus log 4, whichever one. So 1 minus 2 log 2. Let's go back to the screen to find 1 minus 2 log 2. Very well, I have that in option. This option D is the correct option. We've come to the end of these video lessons, but of course, that we still have more video clips that's going to educate you concerning your JAMB past questions. All you just need to do is to click on the link in the description below so that you can always hit that like button for us. Also click on the subscribe button and always tap on bell notification for you to get alerts immediately we upload the next video lesson just for you.